All right, here we are. Welcome to Sequel Podcasts
13?
14.
14? No, it's 13.
Is it 13?
Alright, 13 or 14.
13 or 14. I'm Matthew Bonta.
Patrick Reigelsberger.
All right, we'll do a quick little update. The movie, we got a couple new cast members.
Yeah.
Today we are rehearsing.
We are rehearsing.
But today, unfortunately, we only have two people. Me, Patrick, Greg, and Olivia.
Well, man, it's alright. We'll get some good stuff.
Yeah. But we are having a rehearsal on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can get all the detectives here to do the card game scenes. Is that all the updates that we have? Kickstarter's still going. Still only have 20 bucks on that.
Yeah. Kickstarter's pretty much over.
I didn't expect much from that anyways. It'd be nice.
It's good to do to see.
Yeah.
You know, now, for future reference, we know kind of what to do and how to do it.
There is a teaser trailer up. I was given some advice to take off that front part.
Who?
Just
What
take off
front
where we're sitting down.
Why?
I don't know why.
Who gave you that advice?
Melissa.
Why?
I don't know. She just said, it'd probably be better if you just took off that front part and just kind of had the lines of dialogue with the thing. You don't like that idea?
I like the front
I
part.
like the front part too.
I like it because it's not a real trailer. It's just a teaser trailer.
Yeah.
And it's just showing us, hey, we're going to have to read through this. Is for fun.
When I showed it to Mikey, he was like, "Why does he call you Jones?" Like it was like a nickname of mine or something. I'm like, "Oh, that's who I'm playing." He's like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah. Come on, people, get with it here.
Okay.
These are our character names.
So that's all the updates that we have. Let's go into some of the topics that I've got here. So I watched Alien Nation.
Oh, how'd you like that?
I liked it a lot, actually. And I like sci-fi movies that aren't really like
They're science fiction, but they're kind of
just like
take place in real time.
Yeah, like a real world situation. You just throw aliens in as if they've always been there. And
well, it's not. It's like it's kind of like taking on all the Hispanics that were moving.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it is, but it's with aliens.
And they did the same thing. Like District 9 was a lot like that too.
Yeah.
And I thought James Caan would make a good like older, cleaned up cheese. He kind of seemed like that, and I guess I'm looking everywhere in every movie. So like,
hey, there's a cheese.
Yeah, Bradley Cooper as a young cheese, and then an older cheese.
Well, see, when we do the first cheese movie, for the first little bit's got to be younger cheese. So you got to look out for a younger cheese.
Yeah.
Because it's when he first joins the force.
And then I noticed in that movie that when like he goes to like the strip club, the song that's playing while she's dancing on stage was this weird version of "Sympathy for the Devil," the Rolling Stones song.
I don't remember that.
It's like because it's playing and it's weird and it's playing kind of like this low, kind of slow chick song. This chick singing. I'm like, no, I know those lyrics, and it was "Sympathy for the Devil." You know that song?
Sympathy for
Allow me to introduce myself,
my man.
It's in the Wall Street 2 trailer.
Oh yeah.
Badass, and then it really wasn't.
Oh.
I thought that was interesting because it was just this real weird version of that song, and it's like that's like a classic Rolling Stones song. Okay, here's an interesting question for you, Patrick.
Okay.
Would you have sex with an alien? Like, let's say that she's got like she looks like a woman, but like
I'm not gonna fuck like the alien from Aliens.
no, that alien's gonna fuck you.
Yeah, that alien's gonna.
But like
fuck me,
like that chick, she looked kind of hot.
Yeah, no, probably. I mean, what am I, a freak?
Because she's like trying to fuck James Caan. She's like grabbing his dick or something. It looked like, but he wasn't having it because he hates aliens.
Yeah. Well, he's very racist
slags.
in that movie. No,
they're slags.
They're slags and they're fish heads, right?
I don't remember fish heads.
I remember fish heads.
But they're the politically correct term in the movie was newcomers.
Yeah.
But I just remember him calling them slags.
Slags. I remember fish heads. I'm saying fucking fish heads.
But he wouldn't fuck that chick. Would you fuck that chick?
Yeah.
Yeah? If she looked like that?
Why not?
I remember they talk like at the beginning before his partner gets killed. Spoiler alert. By the way, general spoiler alert for all of these episodes because we talk about movies in depth here.
We're not gonna hold back.
And you know, these are older movies anyway. So
Yeah,
if you haven't seen fucking Alien Nation,
that's your fucking fault.
turn this off, hit pause, go get Alien Nation.
Then come back and listen to the rest of
Yeah,
this.
because we're talking about Alien Nation here. Because he's talking with the dude, he's like, because they're driving and you see the fucking hookers that are aliens and shit. And he's like, you think that, you know, they got the same plumbing as we got? And he's like, yeah, they got it. He's like, how the fuck do you know they got the same plumbing and shit?
But that gun that alien uses is fucking badass.
Oh,
Standing up on the where the billboard is, and he's shooting at him from up high. It's sick.
you're losing me here. I remember he had at the beginning, he had some kind of modified shotgun, didn't he?
And it was like an automatic machine gun that he was shooting at him, and the other guy had a shotgun.
They had bullets. They had bullets that went through fucking Kevlar like it was fucking paper. Isn't that what it was? Because he put them in the gun. He had the gun, the awesome looking fucking Magnum.
Yeah.
With the fucking scope on it, and he's fucking blowing away that fucking bulletproof vest like it was fucking nothing.
Yeah.
And his fucking partner's name was Samuel Francisco, and he's like, Sam Francisco?
I'm not calling you that.
I'm not calling you that. I'm not introducing you as San Francisco. I'm calling you George. Your name is George. That's the dude from fucking Princess Bride.
Which guy?
His partner is the dude that's after the guy that killed his father. I am such and such.
That's him?
Yeah, that's him.
Bullshit.
That's him. He's also in Dick Tracy. Has 88 keys. He plays the piano.
That doesn't even look or sound like him at all. That's like a Mexican dude.
It's him, dude.
That's weird.
Mandy Patinkin.
That's weird.
What was it that I was watching? Burt Wonderstone. Did you see that?
Is that funny?
It's not as funny as I was hoping it would be. Dakota loved it, but like when we went and saw it,
Is Jim Carrey funny in it?
I don't think it was that funny. I mean, it's worth watching, you know? It's got some funny stuff, but it's not...
My dad was so amped up to go see that. He's like, I want to see it so bad.
You didn't see it?
I don't think he ever did. No.
It wasn't nearly as funny as... Like, the funniest stuff is in the trailer.
Okay.
But, like, James Gandolfini is talking about, like, his kids, like... Oh, they want this and this at the party, and he says Mandy Patinkin, and he's that guy that's in fucking Princess Bride, and... Because he doesn't know fucking anything about, like, modern day shit the kids want. I don't know. It was a funny line. It was one of the, like, I was the only one to laugh at that fucking line in the movie because I knew who that was and who he was talking about. So you'd have sex with an alien?
Yes, I'd have sex with an alien.
It's like in, did you see The Pest? With John Leguizamo? You didn't see that? Because the two dudes are always asking if they'd have sex with this or that in these different situations. So, like, if it's like she's got, like, the body of a woman, like, what you would consider a good body, right? But, like, her head is just, it's an alien head, whether it's fucking, like, looking like, I don't know, either the alien in fucking Alien Nation, where it's just, like, a huge head that's bald with cheetah spots on it.
Yeah.
Or, like, let's say it's the head that is from fucking The Burning.
Or just, like, Toxic
Or, like,
Avengers.
Avatar. Would you fucking Avatar?
If I was an Avatar.
If you were an Avatar, but not if, like, you were...
They probably wouldn't even want to fuck
like,
me if I wasn't an Avatar.
She takes her tail and puts it on your dick and, like, fucking burns off and shit. She's like, oh, I guess that doesn't work.
That's funny.
So those were a couple topics that I wanted to bring up. You got anything?
Oh, I do actually. I just want to talk about a couple movies that I watched.
Well, before we jump into the movies that we watched, anything
relating to the movie that we're making?
Anything that's going on in your life? What have you been up to? Nothing really?
Nothing really. My brother was in town, visited with him.
Is he here through Memorial Day?
Yeah, he'll be here till next Thursday.
Oh, shit.
So, yeah, I wanted to go see a movie with him, but I've pretty much seen everything, because he wants to see Star Trek.
You didn't see that? Does he not go and see movies in Vegas?
Don't have the money for it. Yeah.
These fucking people. He's older than you are, and he's...
Yeah, they're living
like a douchebag.
They're barely getting by. But yeah, so he's going to see that today, I think. And then, other than that, my sister's birthday's today, so I gotta go see her later.
Did you see Trance?
No,
Is that
because it
still
wasn't in
playing?
theaters. It was like in
No,
theaters
it's
for a
gone.
week.
I really want to see that.
That'll probably be on Blu-ray here soon.
Shit's going by so fast now. It's like it doesn't even matter. Like on Amazon, they wouldn't even have like a pre-order thing,
Yeah.
you know, until it was like coming out next month.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's a pre-order for a movie before it even hits theaters, with the fucking cover and everything. So nowadays it's all about, you know. I remember Kevin Smith saying once that a movie and theatrically is really just one big commercial for the DVD.
Shit.
It's shit fucking. The turnover for theaters to DVD is super fucking fast.
Which is cool at the same time, but
Yeah,
I love
'cause
seeing movies in theaters. Fuck.
Definitely. Some you gotta see, some you don't have to, but it's just nice to be able to see it sooner rather than later.
Hell yeah. And it's all about the movie going experience. Shit.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah, so other than that, I'm taking my sister to go see Hangover 3 on Monday,
Which was good.
which is good. I have yet to find out, but I will know soon.
It was fun, and they take you back to some of the other stuff from the previous movies. Not like
Like
too
they talk
much.
about it, or they just
Yeah. You know what? I think
maybe get
I
a
missed
little bump too. No, Chow, no more bumps.
So there was one scene, like I was telling you, like through the like right after the credits start,
Yeah.
like in the middle of the credits. But I remember, I thought I saw that Brian Callen was in the movie, and he's the dude. He's the guy at the wedding chapel, and then he's the guy that owns the strip club in number 2.
Yeah. Oh, of course he's got to be in this one. Yeah, there's a
I don't
different
remember
character.
seeing him though, so maybe there might be more credit stuff. I don't know if you want. I know there's nothing after the credits, but during the credits, I know there is. I don't know if they have a couple segments, but I didn't see him.
Oh,
I
yeah,
didn't
because
see him in
he's
there.
funny in the second one.
Um,
You tell him I said hello. Samir says
Say it like
hello.
that. Say it like that.
Hello. Like hello.
no, get out of here, get out of here. Okay, so then I wanted to talk about Friday the 13th,
Okay.
2005.
2005.
In 2005,
The one.
May 13th, it was a Friday. Remember what we did on that day?
Watched Friday the 13th?
No.
I don't know.
We went roller skating with everybody. Remember we went up to you don't remember going to Roller Kingdom? You're shitting me. Really? When
No.
everybody got together and we went roller skating?
I don't remember that. Like I said, I did a lot of
Wow,
drugs.
no, this is a big memory too, because we
What else happened? Because I don't remember that.
Eric was going out with Brittany. You and me were sitting in the back of the car when we left, and we went to the gas station right there down the street. And I was fucking yelling at the kids outside the window, fucking.
Oh, and then you're like, yeah, the kids will probably shoot us. I remember that.
But you don't remember going roller
I
skating?
don't remember going roller
And since it was Friday the 13th, they always have a guide come out. They turn off the lights.
Guy Jason.
The guy dressed up as Jason comes and starts skating on the rink.
Fuck, I don't remember that.
That's so weird because that was like. Back then, we even tried to go back again. You, me, and Melissa went back roller skating again and just did it kind of half-assed because it wasn't the same.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Wow, you can remember going to Untamed and meeting everybody for the first time, but the very next weekend going roller skating, which I felt was even more memorable.
Oh, not for me, because that's when I first met everybody.
That's so weird. And I had the Cowboy Bebop shirt on, and it had a gun on it, and they told me to turn it inside out. The guys that worked there.
I don't remember that.
Wow.
That's where I went to my first rave, was at that Roller Kingdom, too.
Really?
Yeah.
They got raves there?
That was the first and only last rave that they did there. Because I'm sure kids found little fucking pills the next day when they went, Mommy, I found candy. Oh, fuck. Mommy. But, yeah, I don't really rightly remember that.
Yeah, we went roller skating that day. That's weird. Okay. Well, then I got this other topic. Actors you want to work with.
Oh, fuck, okay.
Because watching Hangover, I really want to work with Bradley Cooper.
Yeah,
now.
well, after seeing Silver Linings Playbook, I want to work with Bradley Cooper. But Bradley Cooper as Cheese, brilliant fucking idea. I really honestly think so.
I'm glad.
But actors I really want to work with, like for sure, I know I want Sam Rockwell in my thick crust.
Definitely.
And I think he would do it. After seeing him in Moon, I was just so blown away by him. I was like, this guy is fucking underrated.
Moon's a good movie.
Moon's a great movie. I've never seen him play a freak before, so maybe he'll play a freak for me. But Sam Rockwell, I'd love to work with Will Ferrell, give him a cameo in like a funny, like just a fucked up movie. Just give him a little cameo appearance. I want to work with Jack Black.
These are interesting actors that you want to work with.
Give him a cameo appearance. Well, I wrote this one story where I was like, oh, I want Jack Black to play this guy where he ends up stalking his students who go out on a trip.
College or high school?
High school.
Okay.
And he's like a math teacher, and he stalks him, and he fucking rapes one of them, and then thinks he kills him, and then they hunt him down and shit.
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
Copyright that.
Yeah.
People listening to this are like,
nobody's gonna listen
Quentin
to this.
Tarantino, I know, right? Suddenly Quentin Tarantino comes out with fucking Dirty Blood or something, whatever it is.
Well, and then I thought about it, I was like, well, fuck. Jack Black probably not do that, but it'd be interesting to see him
That's cool. That sounds cool.
Play a good role like that. Jack Black, there's a lot of comedic actors I want to work with, but as far as like serious actors, Bradley Cooper would be awesome to work with.
Hell yeah. He's probably the top actor right now.
After him, and then Ryan Gosling's coming up.
Ryan Gosling's definitely coming up, because like I think Leonardo DiCaprio's kind of getting to the point to where he's kind of playing the same character.
Get the fuck out of here! What are you cocking? Are you serious? Are you serious, dude? He's never played anything like he did in Django.
That's different. That one's different.
And
definitely.
I heard Great Gatsby is completely different than the role he played in Django. And I know for a fact, except for the Basketball Diaries when he's doing a bunch of drugs, which is like his first fucking movie.
And he's sucking
in the
dick in
Wolf
that
of
movie?
Wall Street, no, he gets his dick sucked in it.
Okay.
And then in the Wolf of Wall Street, people are gonna be even more blown away to see him doing fucking drugs. He's actually gonna do full nudity and everything, and he's gonna be having fucking crazy orgies and snorting hella coke and doing all this crazy shit. I cannot wait for him to do. You know?
No, he's definitely good, and he does do different stuff. But like, at the end of the day, it's like that looks exactly like Leonardo DiCaprio, and he's definitely Leonardo DiCaprio. Kind of like the way Johnny Depp does a bunch of different things, but by doing a bunch of different things, it's kind of like doing the same thing.
I don't get that at all. Well, with Johnny Depp, it's different because he's actually playing the same type of movie, just a different weird character. Pretty much the same universe, just a different character.
It's like being a non-conformist. You're conforming with the non-conformists. Does that make any sense to you? Do you know what conformity is?
No.
Conformity is when you do the same thing over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
And so when people choose to not conform to the standards of society, then really all they're really doing is just conforming to another version of conformity by non-conforming.
Okay.
Did I just blow your mind?
That did blow my mind.
Even though you don't know what it means, so you're like,
well, learn something new every day.
All right, Patrick, I got a personal question here for you.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
Okay.
Have you ever eaten a girl's ass before?
I've never eaten a girl's ass before, but
You're not opposed to the idea?
it depends.
Like,
Because once you're in the moment, it's like he says in Clerks 2, when you're in the heat of the moment, it's sometimes unforgivable, or it's forgivable to go ass to mouth. This is true. Because I've fucking been eating a girl out and just boom, we go right up to making out.
Well, that's
with my
kinda
pussy
hot.
juice,
That's
with
hot.
my pussy juice dripping off my face.
That's hot right there. That I totally get that. I like that.
If the girl, I'll eat out. If she really wants me to eat out her ass, and if she's hot and not dirty and shit, I will eat out the ass.
There you go.
I remember one time I was fingering this girl, and my finger slipped out of her pussy and went right up her ass.
Really?
And she's like, oh!
Did she like it, or is she?
Well, she's kind of shocked by it. No girl, I don't. There's some girls just don't like it in the ass at all.
Have you ever
Stay
done
away from
it
the
in the ass?
No.
No. Dakota was telling us about it once, so he did it.
I haven't had the opportunity when a girl let me fuck her in the ass, but at the same time, I'd rather fuck the pussy.
Yeah.
I like pussy more than ass. Because everybody has an ass.
That's what Dakota was saying, because he's saying it's kind of like after you get a certain amount in, it I don't know how to put this. Like it kind of goes away, I guess.
What goes away?
Like if you're
Your dick?
Yeah. Well, no. Like like you're doing a chick regularly, right? And it's constantly, I guess, wrapped around your cock. But like when you're doing a chick in the ass, it's only so much that is. Because at a certain point you end up going into like the colon or the intestine, whatever. So instead of like this hole being the ass, it expands out. So after you go in a certain amount, it's only really hugging like the base part of your dick.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good to know.
But I mean, you know, whatever.
That's your thing.
Yeah. So eating ass, Patrick, for the ladies out there, if you're into it.
If you're clean,
Patrick would like to add that to the list of things he wants to do.
That's on my bucket list. eating out a clean ass.
All right, and then here's this last one that I was thinking about. So you've made a couple movies with us, right, Patrick? What have you been in? Crime America?
I've been in pretty much almost everything, for the
Patriot
exception of a
Zombie.
few, and I directed a segment in Crime America, and then I directed
Thick Crust?
Thick Crust.
And then some scenes for your cheese movie that never got made.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much all I directed.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm the same way. I only directed a scene in Crime America and then my cheese movie that didn't get made.
And what I've realized is it's kind of hard. I mean, I'm the kind of guy who likes to direct and see it while it's all going down. And when you're in
When you're
your
acting
movie
at the same
and you're
time.
trying to direct, it's a little difficult.
Yeah, yeah.
I find it to be very difficult, actually.
So
I don't know how Ben Affleck does it. He's a champ.
So since you've been taking your sister to see movies and stuff, has she watched those?
Which? Oh, no. No, she hasn't seen any of that shit.
You don't want her to see it?
No, it's not that I don't want her to see it. The opportunity hasn't come up. Because usually when I've only had her over at my house a couple times to watch movies, and that was Departed and Gladiator. And for the most part, I just take her to movies. Like my younger sisters, they can't see R-rated movies yet.
You have to. They let you take them in. You just.
What do you mean? My older,
Have you take
the 14-year-old,
Okay.
she can go see R-rated movies. She can go do whatever they want. You know, basically because I took her to see Savages, and my mom was like, no, I was like, yeah, I'm taking her to see it, and we did it, and my mom came with
lobbing
me.
off heads?
Yeah,
At the
lobbing
beginning of the movie, was your mom upset about that?
No,
She said it was okay then.
She's like, yeah, fine, let's go do it. And she figured, because my mom took me to see Eraser when I was 5 years old. So, and I always tell my sisters, I was like, hey, wait, I don't know what she's bitching about, because she used to let me see R-rated movies all the fucking time. And she's like, well, look how you turned out.
The way Eric explained that to me was when your parents got divorced, so they were both kind of trying to be the good parent and playing both sides against the other.
Probably.
That's the way Eric
Yeah.
explained it to me. That's
That
why you were
sounds
able
about
to go
right.
see R-rated movies.
That
and
sounds
shit.
about right.
So, like, does she know that there are movies that you're in? Like your oldest sister?
I don't know. I think I might have mentioned it once or twice.
Does she know that you're making a movie right now?
Yes. Oh, yeah. And I told her, because she was going to help me out with, I was going to have her be my assistant, because she's a smart-ass motherfucker.
Oh, so suddenly we're on set and you're like, go get me a rock star.
Well, not like that, but I mean, the assistant that is in organizing all my shit, making sure my schedule's
What's
right.
my line?
What's my line?
What's my next? I don't know. What the fuck? Hold it. What's your sister's name?
Krista.
Krista. What the fuck is my next line? Oh. Olivia, you're saying the wrong cue line. Krista, please tell her what the line is.
And then she's always telling me, hey, Patrick, watch your fucking mouth. You gotta have, I know you don't have a filter, but try.
Really?
Yeah.
Because she doesn't cuss?
Well, she'll cuss, but I'm not like me. I'll just
She's
say
not
whatever.
as
Like I say
comfortable yet?
cunt and bitch. I say everything in front of them. Basically, because, you know, it's the real world.
It
Might
is
as
the real
well
world.
like, grow up strong and not, you know, cover their eyes from all the bad things out there.
No shit,
Let them
right?
see it all. So when they go, because when she goes into high school, she won't be some guy that, hey, you want to smoke some weed? My brother used to smoke that shit all the time. No, I don't want to smoke some weed. Or, you want to do some coke? Not really. I've had a brother destroy his life on that shit. So I'm growing up, die hard, live hard. So pretty much.
And she hasn't asked to watch the movies you're in? And you have a brother?
Well, I think I might have mentioned it once, but I mean, I'm sure she'll love to see him.
Right.
I don't know how she'll react to him.
She's like, Patrick, why are you sucking dick in this
She
movie?
probably wouldn't be too surprised. She'd be like, why am I not surprised? Because I took her to see Silver Linings Playbook, and she's like, why do you like that movie? I mean, I love it.
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
can't understand why you like it, because there's nobody dying. There's nobody's getting shot. You know, well, sometimes there's good
Cop
romantic
dies
movies.
in that movie. Her husband.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Well,
it's all before
Tommy.
the movie even starts.
So how did Tommy die?
How did who die? That's interesting that she hasn't seen the movies you're in. You should show them. I'd like to hear how that goes.
Yeah, next podcast.
Definitely. Well, you're gonna see her
I want to see her today.
today.
Well, because it's my other sister Amanda's birthday. So I'm going to have to leave here shortly after we do rehearsals to make it over there and sing what up.
Yeah.
Because I'm not supposed to be there after 6 because it's a slumber party.
Well, is there gonna be girls there, Patrick?
And she's like, you can't come after 6 because it's just going to be me and my friends.
They don't. She doesn't want you fucking
No boys allowed.
contaminating the scene.
Yeah.
So
Well, and then
your
it's hard
friends
for
go
me because I cuss all the time, and then they have their friends over, and their friends are such, good. the
Is she
Paris
going to be a
cast.
freshman next year, or is she a freshman?
Not the
this
one
year?
that's having a birthday, but she's gonna. The
Oh,
other one's
that's
gonna be
right.
a
I'm
freshman,
sorry, yeah.
freshman this year.
Well, how old's the other one? 8?
10, 11,
Okay, yeah.
10 or
no.
11. She's just turning 11. I think,
Forget
or
my
12,
jokes that I
or
was
12.
saying then.
Fuck, I can't remember. I lose track all the time. I'm pretty sure the only reason she wants me to come is because she's expecting a birthday present.
Do you have one?
To her surprise, there won't be one. I took her to see Star Trek last weekend, so there's her birthday present.
Did you say that when you got done with the movie
Well,
last
that's what
week?
I'm telling her when I go and see her.
She's like, fuck you.
Yeah, so like, but she already said, she's like, guess what? I have 26 friends coming, so that's 26 presents.
Holy shit.
I was like, God damn, do you even realize how spoiled you are? Oh, and you're bringing me a present, right? So that makes it 27?
Is your brother over there right now?
I think, well, I talked to my dad, he was over there eating breakfast, so, I don't know.
Is he staying with your dad?
Yeah.
Well, those were all the topics I have. Do you have any questions for me? Let's get to know each other, Patrick.
Pretty much know everything about each other. I'm
I
trying to
know.
think of a good question.
Well, because like I've known you since you were just a baby.
Oh, yeah. Since
You were
the
what?
ripe age of 8th grade?
13? Were you 13?
No. When I met you, I was 14.
14.
And that's the summer I turned 15.
And now you're what?
Now I'm going to be 23 in a couple months. I'm 22 right
Almost
now.
10 years. I've known you almost 10 years.
It's a long ass time.
I feel like killing myself. I guess, yeah. In another
Everybody
2
wishes
years,
they could know me for 10 years.
in another 2 years, I will have known you for 10. And it's sad, because that just shows like how much older I'm getting. Because I'm already older than you by like 6 years.
You're 26, right?
I'm 27.
27.
And I'm going to be 28 this year.
Fuck. Oh,
So what am I, 4 years older than you? You're going to be 20. How much are you going to be? How old are you?
I'll be 23.
And then I'll be 28. So I'm 5 years older than you. So like,
Which really ain't that much.
I mean, you'll be chasing me my entire life, age-wise, but you'll never catch up. So I'm always going to be like every time.
Unless we freeze you.
Yeah. If you freeze me for the next 5 years, I'll come out 5 years older, but I will still have the body and the mind of a 27-year-old guy. Adult.
An adult.
Adult.
Let's see.
Any questions?
Any questions?
I'm here to answer. Free reign. Anything that the audience out there would like to know? The audience that doesn't listen. I like doing these podcasts with you, by the way, Patrick.
Yeah, it's very good.
Rather sit down and bullshit about movies.
What happened to the other actors that were going to come on and guest appearance?
It's just a bad time because everybody went on vacation at the same time. It's the beginning of the summer, Memorial Day weekend. Everybody's fucking gone. I'm hoping next week's rehearsal we can get somebody like.
I know we could probably get Olivia to do one with us.
Yeah, Olivia would be good to talk to.
Because then you get Cheese and you got Cheese's wife.
Yeah, and then Olivia is also like an awesome person, so it'd be great to talk to, and she likes movies.
She can actually keep up with us.
Did you get her into like Quentin Tarantino movies, or was
Yeah.
that her own thing?
No, fuck no, that was me. In fact, I think it was me that got pretty much everybody in that time in theater into those Tarantino movies.
Except me, of course.
Except for you. But, because I fucking was ranting and raving about him in fucking elementary school to everybody. Talking about Pulp Fiction is so fucking amazing. And then I got Olivia into True Romance. That's how she first saw True Romance, which she fucking, I think she still loves that movie. I'm not sure.
Probably. Well, I think she wants to fuck Quentin Tarantino, or at
No,
least
she
had-
said that's what she told me one time. She's like, I just want to move to LA and fucking marry Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
I was like, well,
This one
Good luck
time,
with that.
when they were doing Curious Savage, because I was the assistant stage manager for that, I would go in a couple hours before like 5, because
Yeah.
like 5 o'clock would be the call time for everyone to
Yeah.
show up. And I the first night I brought Reservoir Dogs, and I sat there and watched Reservoir Dogs. I pulled the TV out and watched it in the front row there,
hell yeah.
just to kind of get myself into it, and people would watch. And then I put on Pulp Fiction the next night, and I was going to go through the movies.
Yeah.
But after Pulp Fiction, I think like there's some screw ups that fucking night, the Wednesday night, second night show.
Yeah.
And Matthews was like, nope, you're not doing this anymore because it's distracting the actors.
That's such bullshit.
So
Mr. Matthews is a fucking Nazi.
there was a lot of drama going on in that play too between the actors. So like,
Sexual activities.
no, it's just more like fucking this person hates this person.
That's
and so
how
on.
it always was, though.
I know. That's why
Like I
That's
remember,
why those
I
problems
remember,
were
I remember,
coming
I
up.
wasn't even in.
It had nothing to do with me watching movies, is what I was saying.
Yeah, well, and then I remember I was in fucking Julie. I remember Julie started the most drama, and
Dracula, the train movie.
the
Or
train movie
train play?
because of
20th century.
Sarah, the girl that Eric had to kiss. Julie fucking got pissed off about that and was starting shit with her backstage.
And he's like, hey, you kissed my brother, bitch.
Yeah, that's right. I kissed Julie. Fuck. Before
Was
Eric
there a girl that he had to kiss in 20th century?
Yeah, it's Sarah Catalano. If you remember the hottest fucking girl that was in that play, everybody was trying to fuck her.
I saw it once, and like,
And that's the only reason I go to hang out back there was trying to get into her pants.
because you weren't in that play.
I wasn't in that play because I didn't audition for it.
Oh, you didn't audition for 20th
Mm-mm.
century? Yeah.
And I didn't. Why didn't I? Because I thought it was boring. I didn't think it was going to be funny at all.
You know, and if you put fucking Kyle Johnson as the star of a play, it's gonna be so fucking boring because his acting is so fucking dry
He does
and
this.
stiff.
Well, he was good in Dracula, though. I will admit. Because he kind of stole the show in Dracula.
He did,
Except
but
for when I
like,
rammed that fucking stake in Dracula's heart.
well, I think Eric stole the fucking 20th
Eric-
century from him. I thought
20th
Eric.
century, I forget, I can't remember.
He was like a doctor, and he was writing a play, and he would act out the scenes to Kyle Johnson's character. That's what I remember, and I remember that just being the funniest parts because I don't buy Kyle Johnson's acting at all.
Yeah.
Rage Cage.
Rage Cage.
And I guess this is the shit talking episode, but and Julia was
Hey.
also very fucking dry and robotic.
Julie's.
Lens.
Oh, Julie Lenz.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, okay. It's not like I hate any of these people,
I
but
do.
there are some people whose acting I don't like, and I mean, as a filmmaker, you're supposed to express your opinion, and filmmakers are very opinionated.
Hell yeah.
I mean, if you're
not
a
telling
good
your actors-
and here's the thing, if you're not a good director, you're not very opinionated. I don't think.
Yeah,
It's how I put it, because I'm super opinionated,
definitely.
and I got my own
And
style.
judgmental.
And
Well, you don't have to be judgmental, but like you got to give judgment sometimes.
yeah,
when
I
people
mean
aren't
that's
doing
just
their
how
job.
it is, and people get butthurt. But I'm sorry. I mean, I got a lot of people that hate me, and I got a lot of people that love me.
I remember like when I did my first play with Matthews, like every time we'd do rehearsal, he would have to go up there and tell someone how to do something and show someone how to do something. And I'd be like, he could just fucking play every single part. And like he would say like the same fucking note over and over and over again to these people, and they weren't fucking doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So like that's part of that judgment thing, and just telling people, you know, they got to do their job.
Fucking sometimes Mr. Matthews would piss me off.
I'm sure he'd piss off everybody. He would, you know, get on his tiffs and like.
But I think I was the only real rebel at my time that would go against what he would say.
Yeah.
Because I said, fuck this. I know what I want to do, and I know how I see it, and I know how he sees it. But whatever. Like the one time I thought, because even actors told me, or not actors, but the audience members came up to me and said, "Man, that whole scene where I'm sweeping with the broom was so fucking boring with Julie and Kyle." So that's when the last night
Wasn't it Brittany
I flipped,
and Kyle?
Yeah, Brittany and Kyle, and I flipped over the broom and started dancing with the broom and combing back the hair of the broom and shit. Everybody was laughing. Mr. Matthews hated that, but
Is that the scene where you got the tray and you're doing the little salsa dance thing?
no, that's the following scene.
Okay.
Where I come out and I'm sweeping up the mess and they're singing and dancing, and it's just such a boring, it's so fucking boring that I fucking flipped the broom over and just started dancing with it on the stage on the other side, the opposite side of the stage, so everybody was watching me instead of watching them.
Yeah, you're
But the audience is like
distracting.
sitting there like this, you know, hella bored and shit. It's like, well, fuck. What? Just start dancing with that shit.
Doesn't somebody ask a question like out into the audience and you like look over at them and you're like,
Wait, what?
like, or somebody ask a question like you're sweeping and you look over and like,
No, it's like, because he says, I forget how it went. Fuck, I wish I remembered. He's like, I don't want to marry you or some shit. And I'm like, huh? You know, I kept like looking over like, oh, I can't believe you just said that.
I remember your shit in there. I remember Eric's shit because, like I said, once again, I didn't care for Kyle Johnson's acting, and you know, and it's not like I'm just doing that because I don't like him, but like it wasn't that good, at least in my opinion. And the fucking dude that was in that also, Casey, I don't remember his name.
The tall Casey?
Casey Bear.
Oh, one of the worst fucking actors ever. I hated that
Casey
fucking...
Bear. They wanted to fuck Julie so bad.
Julie Duncan?
Yeah. But like,
he's a loser.
he was the fucking best friend to the girl that would never get laid by the girl, even though he'd want to. Like they always show in movies.
Well, because he was.
And then,
Here's the thing about that fucking dude. Okay, he thought he was fucking so cool. He thought he was so cool. He's so much in the denial that he fucking was a loser. He's like, it's such a dumbass. Probably still a virgin to this day.
He might be married. I might have like passing through people you may know and
His
everything.
wife is a dumb cunt then.
But he really wanted Julie, like, because the one day it was me, Melissa, and Eric. We went over to help out something, help her mom move an entertainment center or take apart something. And it's just like, because he lived by her or something.
Yeah.
And he was always hanging out with her. And it's like, she's fucking Eric.
Yeah.
You're not getting anywhere with Julie.
I remember Julie came up to me one time and said, "You know what? I never knew what deep throating was until I met your brother." And I was like, "Jesus Christ!" Did you just say that to me?
Funny stuff. See, this is what I like podcasting about. This is real.
This is real shit right here. This is the real people. These are the real people right here.
Yeah, and I really want to get other people in. Like, I don't really know Kelly. It'd be nice to get her in and talk to her about her shit. And like get Mike in. Just kind of get everyone by themselves.
I'm sure that'd be cool. Mike and Kelly, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, because then we could just we can talk and then they can talk.
She was dropping some knowledge when she was over here. She was talking about.
I know. I'm surprised she knows what she does.
And she knew the Lost Boys song that you didn't even fucking know.
What the fuck is going on here?
Yeah,
she wasn't that knowledgeable when I went back in high school. Nobody knew shit about movies. Now it seems like everybody knows shit about movies.
Hell yeah. What was she talking about? Because you were talking about Django.
She was talking about how he cut his hand.
That too.
Will Smith was supposed to be the lead or whatever, which is pretty much anybody should know that. Because I called that before the movie, even Jamie Foxx got caught. I was like, who's probably going to get it is Will Smith. And I said, because I was talking about Django like 2 years before that fucking movie came out.
And like, weren't you talking about Glorious Bastards too? Because you were talking about Christoph Waltz.
Yeah.
Well, not you, but like when she was here and you were talking.
What scene was she talking about?
I think we were just talking about Christoph Waltz, and she was talking about how he was good in that in Django.
Yeah.
But it's nice to know there are people out there that fucking like movies too.
Yeah.
And like, not have to talk to your dumbass all the time. No, I'm just kidding.
Kidding.
I love talking.
Fuck your mother on Mother's Day.
You're the only person that really, you or Melissa were the only people that I really talk about movies with. Like,
I've been watching movies since I came out of my mom's pussy.
Greg doesn't really like the movies that we like.
Yeah, well, that and I'm not as knowledgeable as we are. Because he likes a certain kind, and that's the only kind he'll watch. Like, he made a comment, I was like, oh, man, because I was talking about Eli Roth, and I was talking a little shit about him just because he said everybody should go to film school. Which, well, yeah, if you can afford it, yeah, okay, go to film school. But not everybody has that kind of fucking money to spend on film school.
No
so,
shit.
Of course he's going to say that.
It'd be cheaper to get a fucking degree.
Yeah.
A business degree than to go to fucking film school.
So, and then he made that comment. I was like, well, and Eli Roth has made a good movie win? I was like, whoa! Personally, I love Eli Roth.
I don't even think he's seen Cabin Fever or fucking
The Hostel movies, yeah.
And
and that's the thing about it. If you're really going to make movies and really love movies, you should see all kinds of fucking movies.
Yeah.
There are all kinds of different genres out there. You can't just stick to one particular... You can have your favorite genre, but you can't just stick to one... You can't just watch Joss Whedon movies all the fucking time.
All two of his movies?
Yeah. And his stupid show. I hate Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Okay, I love the show, so we're going to move past this.
Okay.
But yeah, no, it's hard to talk movies with Greg because he only likes sci-fi. And I don't know who else really likes talking about movies. Like, I try talking about movies with Mikey, but he's like a video game guy, so he hasn't seen.
Well, and the cool thing about all my my buddy Rich and Tommy, I've been educating in the last couple years on movies, so now they have a huge variety of movies. They liked, like my buddy Rich loved the Transformer movies. Now he hates the Transformers movies.
Nice.
And I've showed him better movies with all the movies that I've gotten. I had people come over. Hey, we're just going to get drunk tonight. We're going to watch some fucking movies. I show him all kinds of movies. Now Tommy's got a fucking wide variety of movies he likes. It's sick.
Dude.
Like, educating these people. Like my sister. Now she has a wide variety of movies she likes. And not just some fucking stupid bullshit, whatever there was, Shrek movies, whatever.
Yeah, my brother Sam, I did the same thing. And because we were playing, seeing it one day, like when it first came out. And you get to the end of the game, and if you don't answer the question, then everyone has to go through 3 questions in a row, and each one gets harder and harder. And the last question that it was his turn, and they threw up a picture still, and it's just a picture of a gun. And he was like, the Mexican! And fucking he's like, you know what, only ever since I started living with you and watching all these movies, I would never have gotten that before. And it's like, the Mexican, such an obscure fucking movie. It's like, nobody likes that movie. That like,
there's some parts
I
of
love
it,
it.
right?
I fucking love it.
It's one of Gore Verbinski's like lower budget good movies.
Yeah, and it's not Brad Pitt being the handsome hero. It's him being like a fucking douchebag.
A douchebag who kind of a fumbling.
Yeah,
idiot.
he's an idiot in that movie, and I love him in it. I love it.
Wait, he gets his toe shot off, right? Or
no, I don't think anything happens to him.
he gets his foot shot or something. He
By
shoots.
who?
Oh no, he shoots the guy in the foot, right?
Yeah.
He's like, well, I gotta at least shoot you.
When they're on the side of the road.
Oh.
And the fucking dude in that movie, that's in Serenity and all those Addams Family, because all the fucking Mexicans are shooting guns in the air, and he goes to take a pistol on the side of the wall, and one of those bullets comes down, fucking hits him in the head and kills him.
That's right.
And that's the guy he went down there for.
That's right. And then James Gandolfini plays the gay
hitman.
The gay hitman. Yeah, that's right.
And he lost a bunch of weight for that movie.
Fuck, James Gandolfini, man.
James Gandolfini killing me softly, killing them softly.
I want to see him play like another role like he did in True Romance.
Zero Dark 30. You know what? I want to write a scene like that in True Romance, where him and
he beats the shit out. In the script, I liked it a little bit better because he made Quentin Tarantino made him like a kung fu type guy where he knew like karate moves.
Really?
And so he was doing like roundhouse kicks to her face and chest, and then like talking to her, like talking shit to her, like, "Hey, does that hurt?" Well, it better fucking hurt. It took me three weeks to learn that kick. So it was pretty cool in the script.
Because I had this idea in my head for a shot where there's this chick that's like smaller than me.
Yeah.
And I just grab her by the throat and fucking lift her up, and I'm walking across the room, just slam her up against the wall. But she's able to like get away and beat the shit out of me, kill me or whatever. I wish that I could fit that scene into this movie that we're doing right now. But
Probably can.
I don't know.
You know what'd be cool? Is if... Oh, dude, this would be cool.
Oh, no, you know what? I got an idea. We'll talk about it after this. Let me write it down. So tell me about the movies you've been watching this week.
Okay, so I've only really watched... Oh, well, you know what? I actually did watch... I started watching Terror Train.
Okay.
I didn't finish it because I fell asleep to it because it was like the movie I put on when I'm about to go to bed or whatever, and I'll sit there and I watched about, I don't know, 20 minutes of it. So I still got to finish that. So I can't comment on that right now because I got to finish watching. But there's 2 other movies I watched, one of which has become one of my new faves, Repo Man.
Repo Man.
Fucking love this movie. If you haven't seen it, you got to see it because it's so fucking weird and out there. That
What's it about? You don't even know.
It's hard to tell. I mean, it's about a repo man who repo cars. I was watching, the first time I was watching it, my buddy Rich comes over to smoke me out. And we're watching it. It's the scene...
Quotes, unquotes for the people who are listening.
And it's the scene where they're like, where Harry Dean Stanton's driving and they run into the Rodriguez brother. And it's Special Deputy pulled over! Special Deputy pulled over! And they run him off the road and they got the baseball bats. And my buddy's, he just walked in on this movie. He's like, what the fuck are these guys cops? I was like, no, they're repo men. They repo cars. And he just starts laughing because he's like, what the fuck is this? But it's such an out there
And then they go and fucking beat the shit out of them in their car and shit, right?
No.
The 4 dudes.
The 4 dudes go to the person's house.
Yeah.
And they beat the shit out of the dude, not the Rodriguez brothers.
Okay.
But the Rodriguez brothers, yeah, they're fucking dude. Okay, so...
Yeah, that's some weird shit in that movie too. Is the Rodriguez brothers? You got the punks.
You got the punks who are where he's kind of a square. He's like, I've been thinking about life, and I think we should get married. Why? I don't know. And then they do a line. Let's go rob this place. Okay, let's do it. And he goes inside.
And what is the FBI agent lady? She's got like a robot hand or a metal hand.
Yeah, and then
he fucks the girl in the fucking car.
Yeah, well, and then one of my favorite parts is where the guy, the weird guy who's always at the repo yard, he gets in the car. Where are you going, man? going for a spin. Thought
You don't know how to drive. You don't know how to drive.
He's like telling her to get in the car, and she's, what about our relationship? Fuck that.
And then the
go
car
up
turns
and they
green.
fly.
They go up. They're flying across the city.
That movie is a trip.
Credits.
It's hard to tell, and it's the credits go down instead of up, and sick.
Oh yeah, like 7,
Yeah.
right?
Because I thought 7 was the only movie that did that, and now I know Repo Man. But it's
Man.
I can't. It's hard to explain what the plot's about. You really got to watch this movie. But it is a great
like
fucking
life
movie.
in the 80s.
Yeah, life in the 80s, kind of futuristic, but not. Takes place in modern time back then in the 80s, but it's kind of like everything's kind of shittier.
In the making of, they say that Chris Penn was supposed to play his buddy.
Yeah.
His buddy that works at the grocery store. And it's weird because he's fucking with him.
And then he goes to the hospital and, hey!
Out of nowhere, it's this Doug. Is his name Doug?
Yeah.
It's like Doug. Or Axel? Alex?
No, Otto.
Otto. That's fucking
Covers
back
it,
over
yeah.
head. It keeps going. It's like, why the fuck is he there?
Yeah.
Because he's the gas station attendant. Did they beat him up at the gas station?
No, I thought
They
they
just
stole
steal
the
the
car.
car. They
yeah.
steal the car and take off. You don't even. Something happened to him
Yeah.
between that scene and the
And they
movie
don't ever
where the hospital-
explain it.
Yeah.
But
And he fucking pulls his pants down at the chick at her work because he wants her to fucking blow him.
yeah. Oh, dude, this movie is something else. I love Harry Dean Stanton. They fucking doing coke. You need speed for this kid.
You guys are repo men.
You guys are repo man.
And pours the beer out on the floor.
I ain't
They
gonna
just
be.
laugh
I ain't
that
gonna be
up.
no repo man.
And then he just fucking puts a suit on, puts a tie, suit jacket on and shit. I was like, after I watched it, like when you came over that day and I had it on and I was watching it and then I finished it after you guys left. I just like, I kept thinking about that movie for the next couple of days.
'cause it's so different,
and
so
it's just stuck in
strange.
my head and I was
It's a
reading the
strange
book.
fucking movie. It's a good movie. It's a great movie. I put it up.
I'm surprised
I'm
that,
gonna put Repo Man now in my top 10. Is Repo Man? It's not my top 5. It's in my top 10.
Top
though.
10, maybe top 15.
Maybe top 15. But okay.
That's really good to hear.
Yeah,
Because I didn't think you'd really like that movie.
Well, and I was like, because you let me borrow. I was like, why is he letting me borrow? He said it's about nothing.
It's,
But it really.
there's shit going
this shit-
on.
I
but
mean,
like,
it's good. I mean, it's actually, you know,
like you can't even stop talking about
it's
you
about
like so
punk
much.
ass kids growing up during the Reagan administration.
Yeah. And
So it's about this rebellious attitude and all that shit. So it's really kind of, there's about something there.
no, there's definitely things.
There's a lot of, it's like a science fiction movie, but with real people in it.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving on to Death Wish.
Watch
It's
Death
the
Wish
first time I've watched this movie in years.
since 2000, since Hostel 2 came out, because you watched it that day, and then you came over and we watched The Evil That Men Do and 100 Girls. Because we were waiting for the free tickets for Ozfest, so that was 2007,
Oh, shit,
and then we
okay.
went and saw Hostel 2.
Okay.
That was that when you first watched it. Because I can even tell the story. Do you remember what the circumstances in which you first watched it?
My dad bought it?
Yeah, your dad like had a pile of unopened movies,
And
and,
Death
you
Wish-
called him up and you were like, "Are these free game? Can I watch these?" And he was just like, "Oh, you haven't seen Death Wish? Watch that." So you watched it, and you came over and we talked about it.
I like it a lot better now. Even though I'm still pissed off that Jeff Goldblum and his cronies don't fucking get it.
But that's realistic.
That
way.
is realistic. But you think, okay, so these guys he lives in this neighborhood. He's walking around the neighborhood that those guys are wandering around in. He never fucking runs into those guys again? Are you shitting me? Come on. That's kind of not realistic.
Come on, New York City, is that like the biggest city in the
No,
country?
he's not just going to New York City. He's wandering around the neighborhood, around his neighborhood, where all these fucking criminals are. He's not going on the outskirts of
Okay,
these.
so like they could be the neighborhood guys.
So they could be in the neighborhood. Like if they shop at the store and they do all this shit, then they still be around, and he'd run into him at some point.
Yeah.
And the reason why that he should have fucking ran into him again is because that rape scene is so fucking brutal and disturbing. We want money, mama. We want money, and I hate cunts. You know what I do to cunts? He's fucking beating them. But one of my favorite lines that Jeff Goldblum says is, they're going up the stairs, getting to their apartment, and the guy's, I want to do some artwork. And he's like,
shit.
hits him, he's like, come on, shit, man, we got business. And he says it's so fucking weird.
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum.
That was like his first movie.
Yeah, it was his first movie. But that's like the only movie he ever plays a bad guy in. And he does a good fucking job.
And The Fly.
And that's another reason I wanted to see him in it again, because he did for that being his first movie, he like, I can't take my eye, because he does these like looks, and he's like, damn, he's kind of fucking crazy and creepy, and it's like, shit, man, I'd love to see him in it more because he plays a great fucking bad guy.
He becomes a dickhead in The Fly after he starts getting all crazy and fucks that chick.
But he's not as brutal as he is in fucking...
No, definitely not. But he usually plays like the nice guy, and he's always bumbling, and he's always the smart guy, like in The Big Chill.
Yeah.
He's the only guy that doesn't get fucked in The Big Chill when everyone's fucking that night. When was the last time you saw that?
It's been a while.
I just watched that on Easter. I put that on the computer.
One of my dad's faves.
It's really good. And it's
that's the reason that Oliver Stone put Tom Berenger in fucking Platoon, because he liked him in that movie.
But he's just like an actor.
Yeah, no, he said he did a really good job as acting. He wanted to see him play a bad guy, so he fucking wrote him as the bad guy, and he won an Oscar for his performance in Platoon.
In fucking probably in another 20 years, we'll watch Big Chill and be like, relate to that movie so much more because it's all.
Wasn't Kevin Costner supposed to be the dead guy?
He is the dead guy,
but they don't ever show him.
No, because they cut his full length scenes out. Whatever full length scenes he may have had. That was like one of his first movies, like as one of his first real big movies. So yeah, Death Wish, Freak number 1 is Jeff Goldblum's role. He's in Annie Hall as a party guest. Oh yeah, he's in Invasion of the Body Snatchers too. Jack Belichick. I remember him being in that. That was one of his big movies. Big Chill. He's in The Right Stuff as a recruiter. I don't remember that. Oh yeah, and he's in Buckaroo Banzai with fucking Peter Weller. He's the cowboy. He's got a cowboy suit on in Buckaroo Banzai. And see, Buckaroo Banzai reminds me a lot of, like, let's say Repo Man meets Life Aquatic.
Life Aquatic.
Oh yeah, he's in Life Aquatic, and it's because at the end of Buckaroo Banzai, it's exactly how Life Aquatic ends, where they're all walking, and then they come in and they walk, they come in and they walk, and they're walking forward.
And it's like the ending credit sequence.
Yeah, and they're just kind of the actors just keep stepping in and keep walking forward. That's how Buckaroo Banzai ends.
Oh.
And it's got John Lithgow and Christopher Lloyd in it. Silverado, I need to see that again. Have you seen Silverado? It's Western.
It's been a long time.
And of course he's in The Fly, and he's the bad guy in that. He plays an alien in Earth Girls Are Easy with Jim Carrey and Damon Wayans. Have you ever seen that? Gina Davis. They're like furry aliens. Jeff Goldblum's blue. I think Jim Carrey's yellow and Damon Wayans is red, or it's.
Was this in the early '90s after like In Living Color and shit? Is this
'88? No. See, Damon Wayans met Jim Carrey on this movie and suggested him to his brother for In Living Color.
Damon Wayans and Keenen Ivory are brothers.
Yeah, and Marlon.
Not that they were just all cousins.
No, and Kim. There might even be another one.
No, because the Wayans
brothers.
Not the Wayans brothers. Like, what are they from the scary movies? They're brothers, but they're cousins to.
No, they're all 4 brothers.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, Keenen Ivory, Damon, Marlon, Sean, and then there's Kim, the sister, and there might even be another one.
Okay.
But their kids are all cousins, and they made the Dance Flick movie called Dance Flick.
Which sucked, bro.
I didn't see it. But no, the Earth Girls Are Easy is where those two met, and Damon Wayans told Keenen Ivory, he's like, this guy's funny. And so they're all in that first season of In Living Color on through.
I think Damon Wayans is probably the most talented of the 4.
I love Damon Wayans.
Only in acting-wise, because Keenen Ivory Wayans has actually done a couple badass movies like The Most Wanted.
Yeah, with Steven Seagal. John Voight.
John Voight's the bad guy, and he's directed a bunch of things.
Yeah.
So he made quite a
Low Down Dirty Shame.
I haven't seen that.
I like that a lot. That was one of my favorite movies. If I watch it now, I'll probably be like, but maybe I'll still like it. And Mo Money was a movie that I watched a shit ton. Damon Wayans and Marlon Wayans. I watched that movie so much when I was a kid. I want to get that on DVD.
Well, and then I was pretty impressed with Marlon Wayans in Requiem for a Dream. You seen that?
Yeah. And
that movie's hard to watch sometimes because it's just so goddamn real.
He's in something. Oh, he's in The Heat. I saw his name on The Heat, but he's not in the trailer at all.
The Heat?
Sandra Bullock and Melissa McCarthy. Like 48 Hours of Chicks.
Oh, yeah.
And I bought that poster. Yeah, I saw the poster when I went and saw Hangover 3. It's not out yet.
Oh.
But I saw the poster and I was like, that poster's pretty cool. And I even texted you and I was like, fuck, I actually just bought it. I saw the poster, went into the movies. I was like, I wonder how much this poster is on eBay. It was like $10. And I was like, fuck, I'm getting it. And I haven't even seen the movie. And
you think it's going to be funny?
It looks funny as fuck. And so The Heat's going to be hanging up on the wall here. It's just...
Are you going to frame it?
It's red. Yeah. Because it looks tacky if it's not framed. I started putting shit up,
Yeah.
and there's a bunch of non-framed things, and I'm like, that just looks stupid, so I took them down and threw them away. It wasn't any real movie posters. It was some shitty stuff that I picked up at like a horror con.
Okay.
So anything else you watched? Did you watch Jurassic Park this week?
No, I did start. Well, I didn't. I haven't started watching Bad Lieutenant. Just started watching the documentary about the making of the movie, and I give Abel Ferreira.
Yep.
Give him a lot of credit for just going straight for the NC-17 rating. He knew
Bad
what he was
Lieutenant.
doing.
Back then you could do it.
Well, you can do it now too.
Yeah,
can
you
go
can do it
straight-
now,
it's
but
not
you
gonna
get-
you're not gonna get shit
Yeah,
for it.
no theaters will play it.
Well, there are a few theaters will play. Like a few theaters played Killer Joe, but
Riverside played A Dirty Shame. The John
Yeah.
Waters movie, NC-17. I saw that shit in theaters, NC-17.
it's fucking bullshit. It's just a rating.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, hey, it's NC-17, all right. Well, then you let, because people, you know that, and that's what I've noticed too. People go NC-17. Wait, there's a all like my friends and everybody. There's a rating higher than R. Oh well, fuck, we gotta go see it. What happens in it? You know, they want to go see a fucked up NC-17 movie.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, Clerks was NC-17. And then they went in and overturned it to R. So it's like...
Well, yeah, and same
you
with
talk about
Zack
people-
and Mary Make a Porno was
if you
NC-17.
talk about people sucking dick and eating cum, they're going to give you an NC-17, and people are going to go see it expecting like hardcore penetration or something.
And the only reason fucking Bad Lieutenant is NC-17 is because you see his dick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not for the drug use.
But they showed dicks in...
They showed...
They've been showing a lot of dicks a lot lately. Like the last couple of years. Like 2009, I think.
But you can't show pussy. You can show dick. You can't show pussy. I want to see a little badge.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall, you see his dick in that at the beginning.
Yeah, that's right.
And that movie was R-rated.
It's fucking bullshit. And then another scene that might make it R is when he's jerking off on the street.
Yeah, maybe.
Because that's pretty...
That awesome scene. where-
You sucked dick before? You ever sucked cock before? Are you kidding?
It's
Come on, you ever sucked dick?
so weird because why not just have her suck his dick instead of pretend to?
Because
While
that's
he jerks off.
and you know whose idea that was Harvey Keitel. Because in the script, I guess it just said he pulls over these girls and makes them do sexual
Acts?
situation,
Okay.
but it doesn't explain what. And then Harvey Keitel came up with what he wanted to do, and that's what he did, which is so much more brilliant because it's like, what the fuck is wrong with this fucking guy?
It's pretty fucked up.
You know, and then it kind of pisses me off a little bit because at the end where it's all about him dealing with this horrifying crime, and at the end he's starting to realize what he's doing with his own personal life, and then he lets the guys go. He lets the rapists go. It's the only problem I have with that fucking movie. Okay,
Were they black?
no, one was Mexican. They were both Mexican.
They were both
actually.
Mexican.
Yeah. And I wanted to see him just fuck these guys up, because at the end of the movie, that's what you're waiting for, is him to really fuck. And you knew he was going to die because he owed the gangster so much money on the bets he's making. But you wanted to see him kill these fucking guys first, but he let him go. And that's the whole reason Harvey Keitel took the role, is because at the end he let those guys go.
How, isn't that how Platoon ends too?
What?
Or not Platoon. It was Kubrick one. Full Metal Jacket.
What?
Doesn't he go in there and not kill somebody?
I don't know. They go in there looking for that, and it ends up being a girl, little girl, like probably like 12 years old.
Yeah, yeah.
And as Joker's trying to get his gun off, it's jamming, and then the one guy, the blonde guy, kills her. Or doesn't kill her, he shoots her or whatever. And she's bleeding out, and she's begging, she's, kill me, kill me, kill me. And then Joker finally shoots her, because Animal Mother do it, man. Do her, man. Do her.
Animal Mother, that's, oh fuck. Animal Mother, that's who Mike should be in fucking this movie.
Yeah. Like Animal Mother comes back.
Well, I mean, like just like the way that Adam Baldwin played.
Kind of like an asshole.
Yeah, just like, because he's all buffed out. I mean, Mike, I don't know, Mike doesn't really look buffed out.
Not at all.
Mike doesn't seem all that hard either. I wonder if he's killed anybody. Did you ask him that?
I haven't asked him that, but
Do you think he's killed anybody?
I don't know. I'm sure if you asked him, he'd tell you.
I don't know. Do
think-
people talk about that?
Some people do.
Are people touchy about that?
Some people are.
Yeah, yeah.
Some people aren't, though.
Mike doesn't seem like he's killed someone because he doesn't seem like he doesn't have that 1,000
Like I can
yard
talk to
stare.
like my cousin. He's retiring. I think this month, 25 years on, in the Marines, and he says fucking the worst decision he ever made was joining the military.
Really?
And he's fucking killed tons of fucking people. He
Does he have that 1,000-yard stare?
Yeah, he does have that 1,000-yard stare. And he's also different than how I remember, but yeah, he's
Patrick,
like.
you ever fucking kill a man?
No, it's more like because he started drinking a lot, and then he went to AA, and he had some problems with that because of all the shit he was doing
I
over
don't
there.
doubt it, too.
So you can tell usually probably when someone's killed somebody.
Yeah, just that 1,000-yard stare, and just if they act different. Mike doesn't really act different. Seems like the same fucking guy.
I mean, he might have shot at people.
Maybe hit somebody,
Maybe
but
hits
he'd never
them from
know.
distance,
He'd never
but-
know.
Like, I think it's different.
Maybe
Probably
fucking
different from hitting somebody from 1,000 yards off as opposed to like going up to somebody, staring them in their eyes while you fucking
Like
cut
in
their heart
Saving
out.
Private Ryan when he lets that guy go and they're fighting each other again.
And then he's like stabbing him in the heart. One of the most disturbing scenes in the whole fucking movie.
What was it, Adam Goldberg?
Yeah.
Because he let that guy go, right? And that's the guy that he let go?
The translator dude let him go.
Uh-huh.
And then
Because they wanted to fucking kill him. They wanted to kill him
and
when
he
they were
let
there.
him go, and then they ended up biting him in the ass in the end, and that fucking dude's a pussy. I hate that part of the movie too, because he's just a fucking pussy. I mean, I know that's realistic and shit, but it fucking makes me want to jump into the movie and whoop his ass for not going upstairs and saving that guy's life.
Doesn't everybody get kind of fucked over because of that? Like that dude wants to let him go and he lets him go, and doesn't that guy?
Well,
just
it's
end up
Tom
getting
Hanks'
killed
idea to
anyways?
let him go. It's like walk, well, and then.
Like,
Well,
I just remember
he just
people like
he just shows right back up in it and kills that guy, but he's not the reason everybody pretty much dies. Because it's in the end, it's Matt Damon. It's the dude. It's the dude that.
yeah, everybody dies because of Matt Damon except for like Tom Hanks, right?
Tom
Who
Hanks
lives?
dies.
Oh, does he die?
Yeah, the only people that live is Matt Damon, the dude who's a pussy.
Tom Sizemore,
Tom Sizemore dies.
Barry Pepper,
No, Barry Pepper dies.
Vin Diesel. I know Vin Diesel dies.
Yeah, Barry Pepper's the dude who gets blown up in the fucking church tower. Parker, get up!
What about? I know that he doesn't go anywhere beyond this part, but cameo by Nathan Fillion in Saving Private Ryan.
You need my brother's dad?
He's the other Private
Yeah, he's the
Ryan.
other Private Ryan. Are you sure?
Ed Burns.
He lives.
He
That's
lives.
the other guy that lives, and that's it.
Yeah, Giovanni Ribisi fucking
He gets fucking shot up.
because.
I wanna go home. I wanna go home. I wanna go home.
Yeah, isn't his death like all fucked up because isn't he the one that wanted to let the guy go?
No, this is before they let the guy go. This is when they go charge the fucking radio towers or whatever.
Is he the one that goes and fucking grabs up all the fucking because they're looking at the dog tags, fucking laughing and joking around and shit? Is all the guys? That
He's
go
the
by.
one that puts it away.
He's
He's
the
like,
one
come
that's
on,
fucking "Give me that
guys.
shit.
Yeah.
He gets all fucking all
And
tight
he's the
about it.
medic and shit.
Yep. T4 medic Wade. What about Paul Giamatti?
He's barely in it.
Barely in it. Dennis Farina.
Barely in it at the beginning.
I know Ted Danson's barely in it. He's the guy that's got Private Ryan.
Yeah.
The other Private Ryan is
Yeah.
Nathan Fillion. He's fucking running down there. Private Ryan's running down there and
Yeah.
shit. And because it's like, no, they're in elementary school. They're in grade school.
Yeah.
So how'd they die? And they're like, oh, fuck, it's the wrong one. What else did you watch? Anything? Since I saw you Wednesday?
I think that's it.
Did you go home and watch anything Wednesday? John dies at the end?
No, I haven't watched that yet.
Okay. Alright, well, I watched a shit ton of movies.
Yeah, I can tell.
We're not going to talk about this. Miss 45, Abel Ferrara.
That's first.
One of his first. He's got a bunch of short movies. This was pretty good.
Was it?
It was.
Was it better than Bad Lieutenant?
I'd probably watch this more often than Bad Lieutenant. I don't know if it's a better movie than Bad Lieutenant.
What, you watch it more than Bad Lieutenant?
Because Bad Lieutenant's kind of, you want to take a shower after watching that movie. You just feel dirty watching that fucking movie.
It's like the same thing with for Devil's Rejects.
Yeah. But she's designs clothes. She like sews clothes and everything like that. And she's walking home, and she's mute. She can't talk. And some dude pulls her into the alley, and he fucking bends her over and rapes her. And then she goes home, and there's a guy in her apartment waiting to fucking rape her.
Just some random dude?
Yeah, he broke into her apartment. You see him breaking into her apartment while she's getting raped.
Huh.
And he fucking rapes her, and she kills him. And she spends the rest of the movie, like, she cuts him up and puts him in the fridge and the freezer, and she spends the rest of the movie ditching body parts, like, every now and then.
Oh.
As she goes around killing people like fucking Charles Bronson in Death Wish.
Oh shit, okay. This is the original woman's Death Wish.
Yeah.
Not
that's
that
it.
one with fucking Jodie Foster.
Definitely not.
So it doesn't have a rating.
Probably. How about look on the DVD?
Not rated.
And then she went on to write fucking Bad Lieutenant.
And she shortly thereafter overdosed on heroin.
That's all in the?
That's all in the making of.
Do they
Bad
talk
Lieutenant.
about this movie in there?
They do. They say, "Oh, well, she did such a great job," and
It's rated R.
they all talk about how they miss her, and it's kind of hard watching her in those scenes with Harvey Keitel because they didn't realize that she was really that deep into it.
She's like she was really doing heroin
Yeah.
and shit. It's fucked up.
Hey,
But
it's
this
life.
was pretty. Yeah, no, this was a pretty good movie though. I liked it a lot, and this was a movie that I had wanted to see for fucking a long, long time. Like when I first got the internet and I had a computer, basically I would just go onto Amazon, look up movies, and just add them into my wish list. Back when it was all VHS,
Hell yeah.
and this was one of them, and this was always on my list, and I finally got it last winter, or maybe it was early this year, and I finally fucking got it, and now I finally watched it. And so this is like 15 years in the making of me wanting to fucking see this. Bad Lieutenant was also on that list, so was 8mm and Last House on the Left, and those were the first 3 movies that I borrowed from you when I went over to your place the first time. I was like, you got this? You got this? You got this?
Yeah.
And I borrowed those. Those were the first 3 ones. I watched Duets.
Never seen it.
It's about 3 couples.
God, how young Paul Giamatti is.
I know.
Holy shit. Scott Speedman.
Yep. From Underworld.
A Bruce Paltrow film. Is that Gwyneth Paltrow's brother or something?
Let me see. Oh, Booth. Oh, I don't know about that. I'll look it up. And it's got Huey Lewis from the band Huey Lewis
Yeah.
and the News.
You like Huey Lewis in the News?
Do you like Hip to Be Square?
Hit the B square. Do, 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 do,
Might be her
do.
dad, maybe. Oh, he's dead.
Bruce is?
Yeah, he's dead. Bruce Paltrow's dead. Father of Jake Paltrow and Gwyneth Paltrow. The godfather of his daughter Gwyneth Paltrow is Steven Spielberg. Yeah, it's just about like all these couples. Paul Giamatti is kind of, he flies all over the place. He's a businessman. He like tries to pitch these theme parks all along the coast, and he kind of hates his job, so he just fucking takes off.
Huh.
And then he picks up Andre Braugher, who is right out of jail,
Okay.
and they start doing karaoke. And then Gwyneth Paltrow's dad is Huey Lewis, and she just met him, and she goes along. And he, yeah, and he's a hustler. He hustles these karaoke contests. So he'll go and like, oh, what is this stupid thing? What do they call this? Karaoke? I don't know what this is stupid. And he's like, what? That's all the money you win? And then another guy will like, well, how about you put some money on the line? And he's like, okay, here you go, fucking $600. He's like, you got that? Yeah. And so he'll hustle them, and he'll start singing and fucking shit. And then Scott Speedman and Maria Bello. Scott Speedman walks in on his girlfriend fucking his best friend, and they have a cab together.
Mm-hmm.
And he fucking takes off. And Maria Bello comes in, and she starts like she convinces him to take her across country, and they start doing karaoke's, but she's like blowing everybody. Blowing and fucking people to get rooms and shit like that. And it's mostly like the main one you think is Huey Lewis and Gwyneth Paltrow, but really it's like Paul Giamatti and Andre Braugher. Theirs is the one I think means the most in the movie. But it's just about doing karaoke and people kind of learning about themselves and lives and changing their lives and shit.
Real life drama, people.
Tapeheads.
What's that?
1980s John Cusack movie. The best 80s movies that are out there are John Cusack movies.
Tim Robbins.
That's something I think you would like. It kind of reminds me of us and like right now because they get like a video making setup and they start making music videos and shit and all this crazy shit's going on. And it had one of the funniest lines I've heard in a long time. Is when I watch movies by myself, I usually probably don't laugh at stuff. 'Cause you're just kind of by yourself. But what does he say? Like, he's holding up a drink and toasting with the woman, and he's like, for making me feel like I'm on fire for the first time in my life, or something like that. But he leans in a little too close to like this fire setup and sets his shit on fire. And it didn't come off as corny or stupid, but it fucking made me laugh so fucking loud.
Maybe I have to borrow that one.
Definitely, it's really good. Nope. Romeo is Bleeding. You know what? I actually keep talking for a second.
Okay,
Patrick.
Romeo is Bleeding. I haven't seen this movie,
Keep talking.
but apparently he's a cop and she's a cop killer. And this is not your average love affair. Starring Gary Oldman, Lena Olin, Annabella Scorro, and Juliette Lewis. Never seen it, never heard of it. Apparently it's got Roy Scheider in it too. Scorcher of a Thriller, Romeo is terrific. Gary Oldman is one of my personal favorites because I saw True Romance when I was young, and that was the first movie I ever really saw him in as Drexel. You must have thought it was White Boy Jay. That, even though it's brief, it is brilliant. Just looking, I'm reading the storyline here. But, yeah, Gary Oldman, he's, I think he's an underrated actor. He's never won an Oscar, although he should have. A great character actor.
All right, I'm back to talk.
Romeo is Bleeding.
The movie itself is kind of boring,
Yeah.
but every scene that she's in is really fucked up.
Why?
Because he's like this crooked cop, and he's taking
yeah?
payoffs from Gary Oldman, and he's taking payoffs from the mob to like give them information when like they've got like a rat that's being held in protective custody.
Yeah, he'll rat
He'll find out where they are, and they'll tell the mob, and he'll get paid. And that's Roy Scheider. He's the like Godfather.
Okay.
And then she is like the world's best hitman, or something like that. And she's gonna kill Roy Scheider, and Roy Scheider's like, I've given you like $500,000 over this time. You need to go fucking find her and kill her before she fucking kills me. Otherwise, I'm gonna kill your wife, kill your mistress.
Come to your house, burn your house down, and piss on the ashes.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Want his family dead.
But he's like falls in love with her, and she fucks him over twice in the same way, because he grabs her handcuffed. He's got her earlier on, and he takes her up to this apartment, and she like seduces him, and he starts like trying to fuck her.
For it.
It's start trying to fuck her, and then the feds come in while he's trying to fuck her. And, you know, they're all laughing at him and shit, and he just fucking gets up and he fucking walks out of there all pissed off. And then she does the same fucking thing to him again at the end of the movie.
And he gets arrested and goes to prison?
Yeah, he gets arrested, but he kills her.
Oh, okay.
Spoiler alert, he kills her before he can go to prison. And so they just kind of give him the, like, medal star, like, killed her before she killed all the other cops and feds in there and shit. And they just kind of put it all on her, and he gets away. But, like, and he... You know, he basically loses his life over this, and like, his wife's like this photographer, and she never shows him the pictures. And you find out at the end that she's been taking pictures of him with all the women that he's been fucking. And he's just sitting there waiting for her to come back. He gave her all the money that he took after the mob told him they were going to kill her and shit. And he gives her like $350,000, and he's like, take off, I'll see you May 1st, we'll meet up here. And he's just waiting for her all this time for 5 years, and she hasn't come back, and he's just kind of is fucked.
Okay.
But she is so fucked up, this chick, and like there's this scene where she's fucking like wraps a rope around his neck in the car and shit, and they're fighting, and he shoots her and throws her in the back, but she wakes up and she fucking wraps her legs around him while he's driving, and they smash into like a telephone pole. And she's handcuffed, and she crawls up into the front seat, and she kicks out the front window, and it just looks all raw and brutal, and she fucking crawls out of the front window after grabbing, like, I forget what she grabs. She grabs a letter or something.
Yeah.
And she gets out the fucking front window, and when she kicked out that window, it just looked all fucked up. It just looked fucking brutal and shit.
It felt good.
Yeah, no, it was. Who did this? Peter Medak.
I don't even know.
And then, like, Juliette Lewis is his mistress.
Oh, okay. Is that like her first movie?
Nah, I doubt it. She was a child actress.
Cause
This
Oh.
is like 94. She was in probably Cape Fear in 1990.
No, 94. Oh, yeah, well, 94 is the same. So Natural Born Killers.
No, she was like a child actress. She was in a bunch of shit when she was a kid.
Yeah.
And what she does is she cuts off her own arm and puts it with Juliette Lewis's body after she makes it look like it's her and he kills her.
Mm-hmm.
She cuts off her arm and swaps it with Juliette Lewis's and then sets it on fire so it looks like it's her that died in that fire.
Mm-hmm.
So then she's got like a fake arm and she's got Gary Oldman handcuffed to this bed in this warehouse. And she gets on top of him to fuck him, and she's like, you know, what do you want, on or off? And he's like, off. So she takes off her fucking arm and tosses it and fucks him. It's just she's one of the most fucked up fucking characters I ever have seen in a movie.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like a female character, but it's basically all about her. Otherwise, the movie's it drags.
Yeah.
Because there's so much going on and it's such a long movie. I noticed that when movies have like quick little things that go on and it's a longer movie, that it feels like you're watching more.
I know what you mean.
Like People versus Larry Flint, that movie fucking drags like nobody's business.
There's a lot going on in that movie.
Yeah, and it's not all that long. It's probably like 2 hours, maybe less.
Like Boogie Nights, a lot going on in that movie.
And it just drags. But Boogie Nights is long though, isn't it? Like 2.5. If I had it, I'd look. But
2 hours and 10.
So that's that movie. I mean, you'd have to watch all of it. You couldn't just go to those scenes because then it'll be out of context and it won't seem as cool. But when they shoot his toe off, he's like, "You said I had till Wednesday," and he's like, "Take one of his toes. We'll get the rest on Wednesday." And they shoot his toe off. Good Will Hunting.
So let's talk about this because this is your first time seeing this movie, which I can't fucking believe.
Just took me a while to get to it. And I thought it was amazing.
Yeah, it is amazing. It's an amazing movie.
Like, Robin Williams deserved the Oscar that he got.
Mm-hmm.
I felt that, that's probably his best performance. And you know what? Anybody else?
Wouldn't have been able to pull it off.
Yeah, would never have been able to pull it off.
He's such a sweetheart in this fucking movie. And just fucking...
You get a call.
Yeah, from my sister. Hold on, people. Hey, what's up? Yeah, well, I'm going to be over in a few hours. Well, yeah, like around like 4-ish, 5-ish, I'll be over there. What's up? Yeah, I can do that. When I get there, yeah, I can do that. I can take care of that for you. Yeah. All right, so yeah, I'll be there, you know, in a little bit, a few hours. Not hella long. It won't be like a long time, so you won't have to wait that long, okay? Yeah, it'd probably be more like, 4:30, 5 o'clock. Okay, well, I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, bye, Krista.
What we just heard there was a conversation Patrick had.
With my sister.
That's interesting things to have on a podcast.
Yes, well, she wanted me to take her to her friends later. I said I can, because I'm a good brother. But anyways, back to Good Will Hunting.
Back to Good Will Hunting. Good Will Bunting.
Great fucking movie.
I like Good Will Hunting 2 better.
Yeah, Good Will Hunting season is way better.
Hunting season. How you like them apples, bitch?
And it's funny because
Chucky.
maybe not right after, but pretty much right after Good Will Hunting, Robin Williams went on and started doing darker shit like Death to Smoochie and Insomnia.
And the 1 hour photo.
1 hour photo, which is probably his freakiest performance. And the Good for One viewing, maybe.
What? Oh, fuck yeah! It's really hard to watch because he goes to that convention where the woman and the guy are fucking in the bed.
Yeah, and he's
got the knife, and he's like, pretend to suck his dick.
Suck his dick!
Don't suck it. Just pretend to suck it. And he takes a picture of it. And there's the scene where he goes into the house, and he puts on the sweater, and he gets the beer, and he sits down. And he's watching.
And he's like taking a shit. He's like sitting on the toilet.
Yeah. And then he goes and watches TV. And the family comes back. And you're like, oh fuck. And like he spills the beer on himself. And like they do a little twist there with it. Because the kid comes out and is like, Uncle Si. Yeah. And they're like, oh hey Si, how you doing?
Yeah, like he's a part of the family.
Yeah, like he's part of the family.
Because he thinks he's a part of the family.
Yeah.
Got their pictures all up on his wall.
Because he's fucking delusional.
I remember my uncle took me and my brother to see that, and we were just like, what the fuck is this? But I enjoyed it at the same time.
And he's like, doesn't that dream sequence where he's standing in the middle of the aisle and it's all
blood
white?
comes out of his eyes.
Yeah, does he stab himself in the eyes or does his blood just shoot
No,
out
he's
his
like,
eyes?
his blood just starts coming out. It's like, what the fuck? But yeah.
That just came out on Blu-ray, a cool looking Blu-ray cover too.
What's it look like?
It's like it's his face, but it's like dark red over it with white around the borders.
Ah.
I'll bring it up, but
Yeah.
I want to get that on Blu-ray. You know, and I remember my sister kind of just being like, "Oh, you get so upset because he's gonna be busted when he's sitting there," but then they pull that twist on you. I always thought that was funny the way my sister described that. Anything else, Patrick, before we call it a podcast day? All right, well, before we get out of here, Patrick, let's finish up and read ourselves some trivia, which is how we want to end these. So
Yes.
I'll go first.
Okay,
I'll
go
read you
first.
first. Besides nuclear war, what does Austin Powers fear in international man?
Commies.
What's that?
Commies. Commies, right?
Nope.
What?
Carnies.
Carnies. Fuck.
In how many Superman movies did Gene Hackman appear as Lex Luthor?
3?
3. What TV show do Thelma and Louise want to avoid being on?
Most wanted? I don't know.
Geraldo.
Geraldo. Oh.
Who played the school teacher in Hitchcock's The Birds?
I love
Suzanne Plachette.
Yeah, well,
Which actor from the cast of Rain Man won an Oscar?
Dustin Hoffman.
So you got 1.
I had 2.
You got 2 out of 5.
Okay. Joanne Van Der Smut is better known as Goldmember, Goldfinger, or Gold Digger.
Remember?
How much does Apollo Creed weigh when he fights Rocky?
280. 192.
No,
What?
210.
210.
What is the name of the island featured in 1958 movie South Pacific?
Oh shit! I don't know. Iwo Jima. I don't know.
Baliha. As of 2009, Daniel Radcliffe had played Harry Potter in how many movies?
As of 2009.
Yeah.
6.
Yep. In 1980, Goldie Hawn received her Best
Actress Oscar.
nomination for what role?
Butterflies are free. Butterfield 8. Butterfly 8. Butterflies are free.
Private
Benjamin. God damn it.
You
What
got
the
one.
fuck?
I'm winning.
Okay. It's been good sitting here talking with you, Patrick. I hope to do this.
Oh
every
yeah,
day.
yeah, it is hella good. Catching up and actually talking about movies on a regular basis is awesome.
Movies and life, dude.
Yeah,
Eating
hell yeah.
ass and
Eating ass with
fucking
spoons.
aliens.
Fucking aliens. That is a fucking cool cover.
You know, it looks like a nice little Blu-ray to have in your collection.
Yeah.
Put that next to Insomnia and Death to Smoochie. And
I
Good Will
love-
Hunting.
Good Will Hunting and Death to Smoochie are almost exactly alike.
No, this like
Same
just
movie.
like Hostel was like almost an exact shot-for-shot remake of Kronk's New Groove.
Yes. Kronk's New Groove.
Do you remember that
Yeah,
joke?
I do remember that joke.
And Dougal,
Hey, Dougal?
Drumline,
Drumline.
just like Drumline.
Just like Drumline. If you like Drumline, you'll love Hostel.
Fucking A. Everybody, we're gonna leave you on that note. So if you like Drumline, go see Hostel. And I'm Matthew Bonta.
Patrick Reigelsberger.
Stay classy, Reno.